Hello and welcome back to another As Kings video. I am Pethris, and today we are going to talk about how you should be upgrading your commanders in terms of leveling. So this is a little bit of a more complicated subject nowadays because of the new Path of Vengeance mode. So what that does is you get more experience in levels 0 to 199. And so what you want to do is actually hold for as long as you can until you pass 200, which I think you have to do before migrating if you're a sleeper, things like that. There's a couple more requirements. It's a new system, so I myself am still ironing it out, but you definitely want to learn that. But I made the mistake of rushing past 200 quickly and getting a lot less books than I would have if I had stayed. So once you do that, you also will want to prioritize getting gatherers to level 24 first, because what that does for you is allows you to get the more the better, which is 6% more resources, massive help in terms of farming. And then gradually over time, you're going to get level 27, which will get you 30% more wood speed. And then you're going to keep slowly getting then towards this, where you're going to get, a lot more gathering speed, right? But you don't want to throw all your books into here and then not have what you need for war. So I'm not mentioning peacekeepers, right? A lot of people get Lohar early, they get a lot of skills in them, they throw all these books in them. It is a very bad idea to use all your books in peacekeepers because they get such advanced experience, right? They get, if I could find them, they get the ability to gain more experience. And unfortunately, I haven't gotten his skills up, but you get more experience from these commanders. And so what that allows you to do is grind barbarians with them and just get experience with them. Once you get them 3 stars, right, and you get a second march, it doubles basically, if not more, the experience you're getting for your main commanders, your gatherers. You can field, an Aethel with a sun behind it and get them both XP. You field an Aethel with a Constance behind it and get both XP. So these are just the things you want to do over time slowly to build up your gatherers and also your fighters passively, while not wasting books on the peacekeeping commanders, right? And it's just something you want to make sure you don't mess up. It's also important. You may say, well, 30, I didn't mention level 30. Why do you do that? Because when I start to get purple gathering gear requires level 30. So I can show you that quick. It is something you do want to keep in mind because purple gathering gear eventually gives 5% extra resources, which is pretty amazing. It also only costs bones, really, so that's not a problem. And these are just things, again, like to keep in mind. You will want this, which means you will need to get your gatherers to level 30 at a minimum. So next, the thing that I haven't talked about yet is fighting commanders, right? How are you going to get experience with them? Because even for non-free-to-play, it can be tough to reach. It's a lot of experience to get. So what you'll do is you'll put most of your books into him, or, not necessarily Sun, depending on how you're doing it. If you're doing a Bjorn, you're going to do Bjorn, etc. I haven't fully decided, so until I hit level 50, things really scale like mad. And you can see I've also been saving up a little bit recently. But you'll really want to keep in mind where you're putting it. It's a bad idea for me to get Sun to level 60 or try to, and then go, you know what, I'm doing Bjorn Sun, because that means that his level doesn't matter, his talent tree doesn't matter. So I'm going to passively do this from now on, which is what I've been doing for a while. I'm stacking all these books from Barbs. And yeah, so what you're also going to want to do are things like the Guardians, right? Guardians give immense amount of experience. This is before adjustments. This is before you count that, you're getting 2 commanders per march that you field. So if you have 4 marches there, you're getting 8 commanders this amount of experience. You're also not counting the experience buff rune if you grab an experience buff rune. It's also not counting the skills that I showed off earlier. So this 10,000 is really like, let's say 15,000, right? Or more, potentially, depending on, certain things, if I'm forgetting anything as well. And that's just something you want to always be multiplying, you want to always be getting. You're better off having all your gatherers set up properly, so you're getting that extra 6% resources. It does add up. You may try to farm 100 million resources in a week or something on an account, and if 6% of that would be 6 million, right? And so that adds up. If you have 3 farms, which isn't even many for a lot of players, but if you have 3 farms, that would be another 6 million per farm just from the talent benefit, which is a totally free benefit. So with all that said, be smart where you use your books, hit your Guardians when you can. I'm pretty bad with this notoriously, but I will hopefully be better in the near future. And yeah, don't invest in commanders that are going to be secondary, and you'll crush the field. So if you enjoyed this video, if you feel like you got value, please do leave a like, subscribe for more daily content, Leave a comment if there's anything you want to hear about. I'm hoping to plan a live stream in the very near future, so stay tuned for that and take a look at the schedule, because I will schedule it in advance if you'd like to check it out. And I will see you at tomorrow's video.